juice. And speaking of the Dallas Cowboys and the Salvation Army are joining forces for the 2020 Red Kettle campaign. We are honored to welcome Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, along with his daughter Charlotte Jones Anderson, Executive Vice President and Chief Brand Officer of the Dallas Cowboys, as well as National Commander of the Salvation Army, Kenneth Hodder. Thank you all for joining us. Jerry, I want to start with you. How are you guys doing?
Well, we are doing well. We are proud to be on with you this morning and good to be on with the team. Took a break and got on here from watching you on our show. So we're excited about being involved, and we're excited about using Thanksgiving Day to basically say to our country, look at the Salvation Army and look at what they do to help people with no shoes or no Santa Claus or no shelter or no food. And they're the best. And there's a lot of ways to give this day and time with the Salvation Army. But to be able to take the Thanksgiving Day game and feature the Salvation Army in front of millions of people, to me, it's always been a great way for us to give back, for sports to give back. You've got all those people normally wouldn't be sitting there, many of them, talking about what the 3 million volunteers and what the Salvation Army means to a lot of people in this country. So it's a great way to use the best of the NFL.
It's the best way. Charlotte, good morning. We're all thrilled to see you again. We're all thrilled that the Red Kettle has, of course, become such a symbol at Cowboys games during the holiday season. It's really become a symbol of our show, too. We do this every single year. We love doing it, but we have never had a year, Charlotte, like 2020. Why are the funds raised through that Red Kettle campaign so important, especially this year?
Well, as you mentioned, this is our 24th year to celebrate the National Red Kettle campaign with the Salvation Army. And we have had a remarkable legacy of making an impact. This year is probably our most critical year we've ever faced. There are more people than ever before that are in need of help from the Salvation Army. As a matter of fact, those who used to give to the Salvation Army, unfortunately, are now recipients and asking for help from the Salvation Army. And as you can imagine, with COVID, more people have lost their jobs. They've lost their stream of income. They need food. They need help. And the Salvation Army is there to do that. But we need to help them be able to do that. And that's why this year is so important for us. And so tomorrow, when we launch the National Red Kettle campaign officially with Kane Brown, he's singing some incredible songs that are probably more poignant today than ever before. And I think he will definitely inspire millions of people that are watching, hopefully, to give, to support the Salvation Army and to do their part so that the Salvation Army can actually do their part. And we're just honored to be associated with the Salvation Army and to be able to tie the visibility that we enjoy every Sunday or on Thanksgiving on Thursday and to raise that awareness and that attention and to focus on the Salvation Army for that moment right there in the middle of our game, to really focus on what's important, especially at Thanksgiving and this time of year.
It's always a powerful moment and message, Charlotte. Kenneth, I wanted to ask you, usually we see the three of you, you're sitting in a row together there at the stadium. It's different this year. People are home. People aren't leaving their homes as much as they did in years past. So for those watching out there that want to get involved, how can viewers help those living in poverty during this holiday season the way that this season has laid itself out?
We're doing everything we can to make it safe and simple for people to support the work of the Salvation Army this year. But I have to begin by saying we couldn't do it without the Jones family and without the Dallas Cowboys organization. What they do for us on Thanksgiving makes an enormous difference. It has for 24 years, and we know that this year is going to be no exception. People who are watching right now can do a number of things. They can go to our website, rescuechristmas.org, plug in their zip code, and they'll be able to find out everything the Army is doing in their community, and they can make a donation, and that money will stay in their community. They can make a one-time gift or a sustaining gift over the course of the coming year. They can also text the word kettle to 91999. They can make a donation via Alexa, or when they see a kettle, they can even make a donation through Google Pay or Apple Pay. So there are lots of ways that people can support the Army this year.
RescueChristmas.org. There are lots of ways. Jerry, let me transition here. There are Americans all over the country flocking to supermarkets today. Turkeys, potatoes, cranberries. Cowboys fans are buying watermelons. This has become a sensation. Your head coach smashes a watermelon, or many watermelons, with a sledgehammer before the game. What do you make of this? And can we see this again going forward, maybe from you if there's a playoff run?
Well, I had a little quizzical look when he shared with me his experience, and he said, I had no idea. I didn't realize there was that much water in a watermelon when I hit it. And I thought a second, and I said, well, maybe, Coach, that's why they call it a watermelon. And so we've had a lot of fun with this, but I would say this, our team was inspired. I don't know if it was watermelon that got them inspired, but our team was inspired. And so if it takes knocking the water out of watermelon before every ball game, I'll line up for volunteer duty.
No doubt about it. Jerry, Charlotte, Kenneth, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you guys. Go to DallasCowboys.com or Salvation Army for more information on how to give. We appreciate everything you guys do on the field, but more importantly, off of it.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanksgiving.
You guys are great.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right, let's bring in our guy, our own NFL insider, Ian Rappaport. Ian, what's going on? We haven't talked to you in a minute. You have some news for us.
Let's talk about the Chicago Bears quarterback situation. Certainly that is something that we've been keeping our eye on here. They come off the bye. They are trying to figure out who is in good health and who is not. We'll start with Nick Foles. Remember, he went down with that more like a hip pointer than anything else, and it has been a struggle for him. I know he's in some pain. As of right now, they do not know if Foles is going to actually be able to practice. The quarterback decision in Chicago certainly starts with this. Is Nick Foles healthy? If he is, presumably he would be the guy in as the starting quarterback. Then, of course,